What we have here today is a pull cord on a lawnmower that's starting to fray here, and eventually that's going to break, so I'll show you how to replace that today. Before we do any work, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the spark plug here. In this Briggs powered engine here, we're going to remove the screws for the shroud here. There's supposed to be another one here, it's missing, and then on the top, over the top of the air filter, we'll remove that, and this will come off. Next we'll take a 5/16, or if you only have metric, it'd be like 8mm, and we'll remove this fuel tank here. And there is one bolt on the where the carburetor is, fuel line goes in. There's one bolt there. That is a 3/8, and we'll go ahead and remove that. Now with those bolts removed, we can just simply take the fuel tank off to the side. There are two bolts on the front and then two on the back that we're going to go ahead and remove. Those are 3/8. Okay, there's one final bolt here. It is a 5/16, and that's by the oil dipstick here. We'll go ahead and remove that. Now with that turned out of the way, we'll go ahead and remove the recoil housing here. Since I'll be replacing this cord here, I'm just going to clip it off here. We'll get a new cord and rewind the spring in there. Once you do that, it'll unwind. I'll go and get the proper length cord and show you how to rewind that. Okay, so what we want to do here is, here's our little piece of cord here. We'll pull that out of there. And on the very top here, we want to take some penetrating oil and spray it in there and lubricate that spring. There's a piece of flat steel spring. We're going to want to make sure that's lubricated very well, because we're going to turn this counterclockwise. So what we want to do here is find where your cord goes through there, and we want to wind this counterclockwise 8 times. Then we're going to jam a screwdriver in there to lock it in place. So what I did here is I put a small thin wire through the, where it comes through the housing and into the recoil here, and I poked a little hole in the new cord there, wrap the wire around it. Now I can simply just pull this through and it'll come out the other end. Very easy trick. We'll pull that all the way to the end, and I will tie a knot on this end here, and that'll keep it in place. Now that we have that knot there, you can go ahead and remove your screwdriver. And your cord will come back in there. So I'll go ahead and thread this through the little cover here, and then put the handle on it, and we'll go ahead and reattach this. Okay, so we got the recoil here. Went and ran the cord through that, through the back of our little shroud there, and I'm going to go ahead, put it through the handle here, and then tie it in the knot. Yeah, if you did just what I did and let go of the cord and it rewound all the way inside, just simply take and pull it by the knot. It'll just keep unwinding there. And so now I'll go ahead and I'll rewind this and put it back through there and get us back to the same point. Okay, so I'm back to the same point here. We'll just go ahead and thread that through there. Undo where I jammed the wire through there. Pull that out. Tie this in a knot. And to keep the ends from fraying, it should be heated here to take a little match or a lighter. Obviously not around any gasoline. Put that in there. Now we'll just go ahead and reassemble it. This time I jammed my screwdriver in there, so take that out and we'll be all set. Okay, there's two different sizes of bolts. The very short ones go in the front. Then we'll take and put our oil dipstick back on there, tighten that down. Our fuel tank on here, and then put our 3 bolts that hold that on there. Also on the fuel tank there is a spacer that has to go in down here, and you want to make sure that that's in place, otherwise that bolt down there won't tighten up very well. Go ahead and place our cover back on here. Put the screw in there and go ahead, put that on there as well.